Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying attention to the NFL rumors lately, you know something massive is brewing. And no, I'm not talking about just another offseason shakeup or some minor trade. We're talking about a potential blockbuster move that could redefine the NFC East and honestly shake up the entire league. The buzz is that Christian McCaffrey, the dynamic and versatile running back from the San Francisco 49ers, might be headed to the Washington Commanders. That's right, folks. A trade that could send shockwaves through the division and give Washington a serious boost heading into the next season. Let's break down what this could mean. First, the specifics of the trade are eye-opening. Reportedly, the 49ers are considering moving McCaffrey to Washington in exchange for a first-round pick in 2026 and a fourth-round pick in 2027. That's a hefty price for the 49ers, but it also signals how highly they value cap relief and roster flexibility. The 49ers are prioritizing their defense right now, especially after some inconsistent offensive performances this season, and freeing up around $20 million in cap space by trading McCaffrey makes a lot of strategic sense for them. For Washington, it's an opportunity to acquire a player who is not just a running back but a complete offensive weapon, a guy who can change games with his explosiveness, whether on the ground or through the air. Now let's talk about McCaffrey himself. This guy is a true all-pro caliber player, and his stats speak volumes. In 2025, he racked up 180 rushing attempts for 626 yards, averaging around 3.5 yards per carry with 4 rushing touchdowns. But that's just part of the story. He also caught 69 passes for 692 yards, averaging 10 yards per reception, and scored 4 receiving touchdowns. His PFF grade is an impressive 88.5, reflecting how reliable and impactful he is on the field. His yards after contact, YAC, average is 4.2, showing his ability to break tackles and extend plays. Across his career, McCaffrey has accumulated over 500 carries for more than 0 rushing yards and over 60 rushing touchdowns. His durability has been pretty solid with minimal injuries, playing at least 10 games nearly every season. Remember 2020? When Alvin Kamara boosted the Saints' offense by adding over 300 yards in multi-touchdown games. McCaffrey has that same kind of impact. He's a true game changer. This move would make a lot of sense for Washington. The team has been looking for a legitimate offensive catalyst to take the pressure off quarterback Sam Howell and make the entire attack more unpredictable. Right now, the Commanders have some solid backs, but they lack that explosive, versatile weapon like McCaffrey who can line up in multiple positions, create mismatches, and consistently produce big plays. Bringing in McCaffrey could help balance the offense around Howell and give head coach Ron Rivera a new toy to design plays around. It's about elevating the team's offensive ceiling, especially in the red zone and third down situations, where McCaffrey's ability to catch passes out of the backfield and make defenders miss is unmatched. From the 49ers side, this is about roster flexibility and cap management. Moving McCaffrey frees up around $20 million in cap space, which they could use to strengthen other areas, perhaps bolster their defense or add depth for the postseason push. San Francisco has prioritized their defensive units this season, and with some of their offensive inconsistency, parting ways with McCaffrey might be a strategic move to keep their roster competitive without overextending financially. Now, what kind of impact could McCaffrey have on Washington? Well, if this trade goes through, projections indicate he could total around 500 yards from scrimmage, combining rushing and receiving. His presence on the field would likely increase the Commanders' expected points added per play by over 20%, which is a significant boost. Red zone efficiency would improve by roughly 25%, thanks to his ability to make plays in tight spaces. Statistically, he could elevate the team's points per game from around 22.3 to close to 28, a substantial jump that could turn close games into wins. On defense, opponents would have a harder time resting on their laurels. Knowing McCaffrey's threat as both a runner and receiver would open up more opportunities for the Commanders' defense to breathe and rest longer between drives. Essentially, this move could give Washington a much-needed offensive spark and help them compete more consistently at a higher level. The odds for this trade to happen are sitting around plus 10-0, but that's just betting odds. What really matters is the impact McCaffrey could have if he joins the Commanders. He's an X-factor for sure. His addition would be a visionary move by the Commanders' front office, one that might seem bold now but could pay huge dividends down the line. The NFL is all about dynamic playmakers, and McCaffrey fits that mold perfectly. His ability to change the game in multiple ways makes him a perfect fit for the Commanders' offense, which has been looking for consistency and explosive plays all season long. On the flip side, the 49ers are making a calculated decision. They're adjusting their roster to better suit their current strengths, especially on defense, and are willing to part with a player of McCaffrey's caliber to do so. It's a strategic move, and from the Commanders' perspective, it's a chance to land a true difference-maker who could be the centerpiece of their offense for years to come. Imagine the possibilities: game plans built around McCaffrey's versatility, defenses struggling to contain him in multiple formations, and the overall confidence boost for Howell and the entire offense. This potential trade also signals a shift in how Washington is planning their future. They've been patient, building their roster with young talent and draft capital, and now they're in a position to make a splash move that could accelerate their rebuild. A player like McCaffrey doesn't come around often, especially not at this stage of his career, and if it happens, it could be a turning point for the franchise. Fans are already dreaming about the fireworks he could bring, the highlight reel plays, and the red zone threats he would become. Of course, there are questions and uncertainties. Injuries fit within the offensive scheme and the overall chemistry, but the potential upside far outweighs the risks. Washington's coaching staff would need to integrate him smoothly, ensuring he maximizes his impact while keeping him healthy throughout the season. But if anyone can do it, it's the Commanders' staff, who are known for their strategic adjustments and creative play calling. All in all, this is an exciting development. The NFL offseason is always packed with surprises, but this one, if it materializes, would be one of the biggest moves of the year. It's a bold statement from Washington, signaling that they're serious about competing now and not just building for the future. They're making a statement that they want to be contenders, and adding a player like McCaffrey could be the catalyst that propels them into the playoffs and beyond. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news.